Imagine a young man growing up in harsh conditions where poverty and loss followed him at every step. His childhood was filled with challenges, but he found solace in sports. From a promising wrestler to an Olympic champion, and then to one of the greatest UFC fighters in history. This is Daniel Cormier, known as DC, the man who turned tragedies into victories and hardships into a lasting legacy. Daniel Cormier was born on the March 20th, 1979, in Lafayette, Louisiana. His life was filled with challenges as he lost his father in a shooting incident when he was 7 years old, and his mother passed away in a car accident when he was 9. Instead of succumbing to grief, Daniel found solace and a way to prove himself through wrestling. He excelled in wrestling during his high school years, becoming one of the top wrestlers in Louisiana. He earned a sports scholarship to join Oklahoma State University, where he continued to develop his skills, becoming one of the most prominent collegiate wrestlers in the United States. Daniel's ambitions didn't stop at collegiate wrestling. He represented the United States at the 2004 Athens Olympics and qualified again for the 2008 Beijing Olympics, though he didn't achieve the medal he dreamed of. However, this failure wasn't the end of the road, but rather a new beginning. In 2009, he decided to enter the world of mixed martial arts, MMA. He joined the Strike Forces organization and achieved a series of stunning victories that made his name resonate strongly in the fighting community. In 2013, Daniel joined the UFC, and his journey to the top began. Despite not being as tall as other fighters in the heavyweight division, his wrestling strength and ability to impose his style made him a formidable opponent. In 2015, he won the light heavyweight championship after defeating Antonio Rogerio Nogueira. In 2018, he made history by winning the heavyweight championship after defeating the veteran fighter Stipe Miocic. He became one of the few fighters to hold titles in 2 different weight classes in the UFC. Let's also talk about his fiery matches. Throughout his career, Daniel engaged in legendary battles against big names like John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson, and Derek Lewis. Despite some losses, his fighting spirit and determination made him one of the most respected fighters in history. Daniel is not just a fighter. He is a loving husband and devoted father to 3 children. However, he hasn't been spared from tragedy. In 2018, he lost his infant son in a tragic accident. This incident deeply affected him, but pushed him to become stronger and more determined to succeed. Currently, Daniel Cormier is one of the most famous retired fighters in mixed martial arts, MMA, having retired from competition in 2020 after losing to Stipe Miocic in a rematch. Since his retirement, Cormier has focused on his work as an analyst and commentator for the UFC, where he is considered one of the prominent voices in fight coverage. As for his health, Cormier has openly spoken about his struggles with weight gain after retirement, a common issue among many athletes after their competitive careers end. During his fighting days, Cormier competed in the heavyweight division, 265 pounds, and the light heavyweight division, 205 pounds, but after retirement, his weight increased significantly. However, it seems he is trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle as much as possible. In some interviews, Cormier has mentioned that he is working on improving his health and fitness, though he no longer faces the pressures of competition in the cage. Cormier is a beloved figure in the sports world and continues to inspire many through his media work and his inspiring stories of overcoming challenges. His net worth is estimated at around $6 million, which he has accumulated from fighting contracts in the UFC, sponsorship and endorsement deals, working as an analyst and commentator for the UFC, managing an academy to train young people in martial arts. And so, we've reached the end of the story of one of the greatest UFC fighters in history. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know whose story you'd like to see in the next video.